Orlimar back with another Grand Arena video, this time against Poktob, Jedi Knight Revan squad with Jolee. Defensive minded, looks like not great Erodium in the past. Lots of gear 12. That Jolee, I just want to see how tanky he is. 73k health, pretty tanky. R7 Grandmaster Yoda, but not a whole lot of other relics, just gear 12 characters to deal with. So it should be alright here. We'll check the defenses, put my Kira Nest, put a Newt Dooku, Django. I put some weaker B1 and Shore Trooper in there too. I put my Jedi Knight Revan on defense with Hoda. Makes the GP a little bit lower, but still makes it strong, and a Phoenix team. And then Akbar Rebels, and then Karth, Old Republic, minus Zalbaran Mission. Then I put my Falcon on defense with all my Rebels. I kept my Houndstooth for offense. I figure he probably can't beat my Rebels anyway. He's got Jedi Knight Revan and Phoenix on defense, and then some Geos and Emperor Palpatine. Fairly low gear for Palpatine there, so we'll go in with the hardest one first, just to make sure I don't have to clean it up with anything, but we'll just do Padme. In Arena, I run this matchup with Grandmaster Yoda, so I'm not used to really playing with R2-D2, but we'll just do an AoE here, get some protection up on everybody, and start to work on all of them. And we'll trigger Savior on Yoda, so that's done. I love General Kenobi, gets a good taunt all the time, pretty much. The targeted Padme, which isn't great, but at least she's not stunned right now, so she's still got full health and full protection actually, so we'll stealth everybody except for, I guess we won't be able to stealth Padme. Didn't really think about that, but just trying to work on Jolee, see if we can stack up enough courage to just work him down. Using basics with Ahsoka to dispel their buffs. Probably should have put burning up there and called Ahsoka to assist, but didn't do that. Got some protection up there. Now we're starting to build that courage. Jolee's almost out, but of course he attacks out of turn. But I've still got more courage, so big hit from Ahsoka takes him out. And again, probably should put burning. I did, and then we dispel Yoda. Counterattacks almost take him out, not quite. So probably can do an AoE here, take out Yoda. And really there's no other threats now. So Yoda was a little bit scarier just because he was R7 and he had over 10,000 special damage. So I just wanted to make sure we got rid of him. But the rest of these are gear 11, gear 12, so not worried at all. No. Seeing if we can get some health back though, because R2 is missing some. We're not going to be able to get protection back, but health I was hoping for. And no, we didn't get it. So, oh well, 54 banners. We got through it though. Then we're going to go in against these Geos with my Night Sisters. That's my easiest team to beat them with. So really this matchup plays itself fairly easily, but you really just want to kind of spread stuns if you can. So not getting a whole lot as far as stuns early on, so we're getting a lot of counters from that brute. But hopefully we'll be able to get some here. We start dying a little bit. That's not so bad, because then we build up health on Daka and some damage on Asajj, which is ultimately what ends this matchup usually. So want to make sure that Daka doesn't get ability blocked like she is there. That can be kind of dangerous, but luckily I've got her modded for a lot of health, so she's got 112,000, probably 108,000 in this counter health. So she just gains a ton. She gains 11,000 health every time one of my Night Sisters dies. So, or I don't know if it's when they're revived or die, but either way. So she's pretty beefy. Then I've purposely left Talia as really weak. The Geos tend to target the weaker characters, it seems like, for me. So Talia dies all the time, and then they don't really target Daka at all because she's so much stronger than the other ones. So I think my next highest health is probably 35 or 40,000 on these Night Sisters. So Daka never gets targeted. I can take out a lot stronger Geos than this. It may not look like it because it looks a little dicey at times here, but I was very surprised to see Daka targeted earlier because it just never happens. So now we got Brood Alpha out, now just trying to slow down again so that we can recover health, and couldn't do it. 54 banners. Not great for efficiency right now, but that's what I get for keeping Night Sisters and Padme on offense. Then we just want to expose that back zone. I thought about either my CLS, which should take care of this pretty easily, but I thought my Bounty Hunters could take care of it pretty easily too, since my Bounty Hunters were a lot faster than his CLS team. So right away, I decided not to throw up a taunt with Bosk. I decided to stun Palpatine because I didn't want to get stunned myself. So then they somehow get a bunch of turns, and then I started to get focused on getting the contract triggered, which I should have been focusing on blocking up Vader and all their debuffs and all that stuff. So the stuns started to get out of control. All those debuffs expiring, giving them tons of turn meter, and it's not looking good. Tried to take out Tarkin since I really screwed up here with it was a weird choice. I usually take Emperor Palpatine in to counter Bounty Hunters, and I don't know why I thought I should take Bounty Hunters in to counter Emperor Palpatine, but I did, and I lost, so got that first loss out of the way, and I didn't even quit out of it. I just let it go. It doesn't really matter much because CLS Trio should be able to handle this fairly easily. Just recently got my Chewie to 7-star, so that's going to be nice. He'll hit a little bit harder coming up and be a little tankier too. But yeah, the only issue here is going to be if we can hit them soft enough so that we can recover some banners. But 41, so not bad. Lost one Dexon, I think it was Han. And weak clones in the back and weak Jedi Mace lead in the back, but they do have Hoda too. Kind of some overkill here, probably. I've got Darth Revan left. Should go pretty smoothly here. Darth Revan, Bastila, and HK, those are the only 3 Sith Empire I've got. And they're not overgeared or anything, but gear 11. Taking out Phoenix. I don't know how to play with this team yet. I just unlocked Darth Revan the other day. I just, at this point, just trying not to pop those fears, but I end up doing it anyway. Don't know if I should fear here or if I should use those shocks for her Wild Lightning, but we figured it out. We'll do Wild Lightning here, take out a few of them, AoE, take out another one, and 61 banners. Lost some protection on one of them. Go to the bottom. I've got my Palpatine team, and I've got one less team than I anticipated having for offense just because I wasted my Bounty Hunters in the front wall. And this time I remembered to take in Traya instead of TIE Fighter Pilot, just so that we can start working on those feats and get some gear from it. Debating whether to take out Tarkin or not. ultimately I decided to go without him. It was a pretty weak clone team as far as GP goes and everything, so I thought, and with my team being faster, it shouldn't be an issue. Get an extra banner, get an extra undersized win. My last round or first round, I forgot to collect my feats on undersized, so it kind of set me behind there a little bit, but yeah, they go down pretty easily after after that isolate and 61 banners. Now we just got to figure out what to do with this last team. I do save my Kylo Ren, my first order team, just for cleanup typically. I got the Hyperdrive bundle a while back, so I've got a first order Executioner, which I think I brought him up to gear 9, it looks like, and I also modded him just recently too, just before this Grand Arena, so that I could use him. Check for feats just to make sure I'm not leaving anything on the table there, but yeah, we'll go in with first order here. I don't have any Zetas on Kylo Ren, so banner recovery is not going to be optimal. And I've got Phasma as my 5th, which is not optimal either. But try to reduce some turn meter, pass turn meter over to Kylo so that we can start generating turn meter. And then we'll try to work with Executioner, who actually still kind of hits decently hard at 5 stars. Was not expecting that really. So try to spread some stuns, control the other team. I know First Order's really good at that. Not as good at it when you're as bad as my First Order, but I like to keep the taunt up with Crew so that because he takes a lot less damage than any of the others. He's at gear 11. The rest of these are gear 8, 9. So 60 banners, we were able to get full health and full protection on that one. So pretty happy about it. 315k GP fleet with Ahsoka. I saved quite a few different ships. I do have Anakin. My Anakin is 5-star, but my Anakin is R7. So put the silencer in there just for some speed, see if we can get out ahead and stun. And then we can bring in Ahsoka off the bench. And then I ultimately went with Jedi Counselor at the end, because he can help recover protection if I need to bring him in off the bench. Sorry, I can't talk tonight. But I do have Geo Fleet that's pretty weak too still. But try to stun Phantom. I just don't want to have to deal with the whole Phantom Ghost combo thing. It's kind of annoying going back and forth between them. He went down pretty easily. And then we'll go after Ahsoka because she doesn't have protection up. We got the stun, so that's nice. AoE knocks her out. Then they bring in Biggs. So bring in Ahsoka, Dispel. Try to knock out or do a big hit on Biggs. Didn't quite knock him out, but did the special with Crew so that if he does get targeted, he can evade with that foresight up. And pretty easy cleanup from here. Bring in Anakin for an assist and 66 banners. Not bad. Another undersized win too to make up for my lost ones. Still no attacks from my opponent, so we'll go into my alt account. Playing against Zio. He's got a Relic 3 Kylo Ren unmasked, which is... I don't have anywhere close to a Relic right now. I don't even have a Gear 12 on my team. I've got a couple of Gear 11 Geos, but his ships don't look too impressive, so I'm not too worried about that. But I put my Geos on defense again. Nobody's gotten through them so far, so we'll keep doing that probably. Then my Palpatine team took 2 battles for him, and then Akbar in the back was junk, took 1 battle. And then I put my junk fleet in the back, assuming that he's not going to get through my geos probably. But we got a Phoenix team and a Vader lead Empire team. So we'll try to expose the back wall first, going with Phoenix against this Vader team. Should be able to clear it. I've got a power advantage, and then I still have my bounty hunters and my Jedi left after this, so should have plenty to be able to clear him, hopefully. I'd like to get rid of Palpatine right away as soon as possible, just because his crackling doom causes a lot of damage to rebels and Jedi. So trying to go after him whenever I can. Try to shift focus over there now. Dispel. He's almost dead. And one hit from Kanan and he's gone. So now we should be able to start recovering protection and health. Probably should have used her buff there on one of them just for protection recovery, but I'm not too worried about banners right now, as I know he didn't get through my geos. So it was looking a little sketch there for a little bit when Palpatine was still in, but now it's pretty well in hand. I thought I might have underestimated Empire teams twice in the same night, so for a little bit, but I pulled it off here. Of course, Vader throws a saber and gets some last-minute banners off, and we get 58. Not bad. 2 people missing protection, so we'll see what's in back. If it's anything difficult. It's a droid team with BB-8, HK, R2, Magna, and T3. So we'll go in, that looks like the easier of the 2 teams left, so we'll go in with Bounty Hunters. Maybe I should go with Boba lead at this stage. I don't even know. I just went with Django because I think I've got it not quite maxed out, but I threw in Zalbar because I'm not worried about banners here. And I'm trying to get I haven't used a Wookiee in a battle yet, and I've only got a few more battles that I can try to do that in. So seeing if we can get the feat. And of course he dies. He's gear 1, level 1. So died pretty quickly to an AoE, but like I said, wasn't too worried about banners. I don't even know if I'll get the feat, but whatever. It's done now, so. They go down pretty easily. The problem is I do have Bosk now. I don't have his Zeta yet, but he wasn't unlocked for this GAC anyway, so maybe next time. But Phoenix, relatively decently geared for this level, but my Jedi are a little bit better at this point. Grandmaster Yoda is gear 11 for me in 7-star, so he does quite a bit of damage still at gear 11. Trying to avoid AoEs just because the Phoenix all counterattack as long as Kanan's there pretty frequently, so I like to go after him second. Chopper provides a lot of healing, which makes Kanan hard to take out, but once Chopper's gone, Kanan's a little easier to take out, and if you can control him and take him out, then I've got 3 more characters to recover, or to take out while I recover health and protection on. Or, I guess this is my Jedi team, so I don't really need to recover health and protection, but if I was trying to recover health and protection, I would have plenty of time to do it. But 60 banners, Bastila leads overpowered at this stage in Grand Arena. And I don't even need her Zeta for it, so then we'll see. We should have a win by now since we've cleared 3 territories. My tablet's kind of slow, but it's got a Mace fleet with crew, Jedi Counselor. I don't even know who the 3rd was, but check for feats, make sure I'm not leaving anything, And then we'll go in with my Geo ships with the Akbar lead. Been saving up my Get 2 for Malevolence and farming up Hyena Bomber and Vulture Droid as much as I can. My Vulture Droid is 5-star now. I'm working on that 6-star. So as far as how young this account is, I couldn't do the marquee event for it, so it's not too bad. Try to take out Crew right away. He can be annoying with his stuns. Looks like that would be overkill to use that. Thought I might be able to take out 2, but unfortunately it was not. But I decided that Crew was the one I wanted to take out more. So we go after him. Try to get a stun or just knock out Jedi Counselor. These Geos are kind of overpowered early on for ships too, so I'm glad I went with them as far as focusing my teams. And I think it was like 58 banners or something like that. I don't remember. Couldn't really see it there for a second, but oh well. We'll see the result. Alright, came back in the morning, check out and see if my opponent attacked. Didn't look like it, but then I see Jedi Knight Revan hunched over, so no attacks up top. And 3 attacks on my Jedi Knight Revan squad, no attacks on my Phoenix. Looks like he just gave up after he lost a couple attacks. So, see you next time.